that I hear a woman cry, 'cause her man has left her flat. I just feel like saying, don't be such a fool, you fool. Better dry your eyes. Can't you realize that you gain nothing by that? But that's no way to keep his heart warm. When his love...
I was listening to that.
I wouldn't have this music hall rubbish played in this house. I tell you what, that's only fit for the honey cart.
I wish you were back at sea.
Get these mothers, get these ideas in their heads about music, don't you? I don't know what's coming to.
Drop our anchor on a falling tide, hoist the catcher, hear his cry. Sunrise, the sands unfold, bacon fried in the morning cold. Between the tide of the break of day, father and son found they could play. Wasted years in the wake, little ship sails for them to take. Man walking on a distant shore, lost a dream and he lost a war. Son no longer there beside, the bond was gone, he could not abide. But their boat sank, never saw the sea, 'cause mother left home and the family beneath the surface when the dream went down. Tides recede, but they could still be found. The years they passed, the son left home. The father's dream was to sail and roam. Once was all that he ever did yearn. Now he wishes the son's return. Footsteps nod on the drying sands. Letters arrive from distant lands. If that dream would ever come true, he needed a son and he needed a crew. Offshore the compass swings, wonders what tomorrow brings. Ocean crossing still in dreams, stirring stars with the mast it seems. When he returns they'll head out to sea. They kiss the foam, blown back from the lee. Wasted years left in the wake, a little ship sails for them to take. Shifting sands, 1,000 tides. The bond was brief, but now he's died. Life goes on and the call of the sea is strong today and it'll always be. The sun has sons, the dream sails on, but mourns the loss of a son that's gone. He hopes one day they will meet again in a rendezvous. Removing pain, drop our anchor on a falling tide. Hoist the catcher, hear his cry. Sunrise and sands unfold, bacon fry in the morning cold. Between the tide and the break of day, father and son found they could play. Wasted years in their wake, a little ship sails for them to take. Another father, another son, the tide is out, who knows how long. Harbour lies just across the bar, who knows the course, who knows how far. Cast at sea, we'll have to go home. Father's dream was to sail and roam. Once was all that he ever did yearn, now wishes son's return. Drop our anchor on the falling tide, hoist the catcher, hear his cry. Sunrise and sands unfold, bacon frying in the morning cold. Between the tide and the break of day, father and son found they could play. Wasted years in the wake, a little ship sails for them to take. holiday, and the very best day of the year. Little Matty Groves to the church did go, the holy word to hear. And some came in all dressed in white, some in purple and blue, And then came in Lord Arnold's wife, the flower amongst the few. She looked at him, he looked at her, the like had never been done. Then she arose and she took his hand and bade him come along. Come home with me, little Matty Groves. Come home with me tonight. Come home with me, little Matty Groves, and sleep with me till light. The servant who was standing by and hearing what was said swore that Arnold he would know before the sun was set. Oh, well, they tossed in the bed all night long till they lay fast asleep. The lady arose in the newborn dawn. Lord Arnold stood at the feet. He said, get up, little Matty Groves, put your clothing on, for it never be said in fair England that I slew a naked man. I shan't get up, I won't get dressed, I fear so for my life. But you have two broad beaten swords, I have a pocket knife. Well, yes, I have two beaten swords that cost me deep in the purse. You will have the better of two, and I will take the worst. And you may strike the very first blow, strike it like a man. I will strike the very next one, but I'll kill you if I can. Now Matty struck the very first blow, and he hurt Lord Arnold so. Arnold struck the very next one, and Matty lay dead at the door. He turned his eyes to his wife in the bed, and the rage and the hate saw she. Who do you like now the best, she said, little Matty Groves or me? Then up spoke his own dear wife, never heard to speak so free. Rather a kiss from dead Matty's lips than you and your finery. Oh, well, he took her by the hair of the head, led her down the hall. With his sword he cut off her head, and he kicked it against the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Turned the wheels 90 degrees, so they dropped it down and fitted in the rails on a key. My brother went out in a boat there to be safety boat while they unloaded it, and he went round there, and the brook said, tuck yourself underneath the bows of that bloody ship, out of the way, and if we want to, we'll do a shoot. And that's it. He said, well, we sat there washing the boat, for about an hour, and he said, have a little rolling round. He said we come out and we looked up and the bloody crane, one of the first crane was off. He said we didn't even know the ship moved. Didn't even move. I said that's done with a computer in it. They pump water, ballast water in there while the crane is coming over this way. Yeah. Sure, yeah, isn't it?
the wireless on, love.
Let's have the shipping forecast now with Alex Deakin.
Thank you very much, Rory. Good morning. Yes, this is the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 05:05 on Wednesday, the 15th of July. There are warnings of gales in Thames, Dover, White, Portland and Plymouth.
Orange ships out all year through, one day a month to change the crew. No one knows just where we'll be, somewhere out on the cold North Sea.
Wish I had something to do this first trip away from you. Ship she's rolling like a pig, standing by this jack-up rig. It's going down, she's going down. Sea's calm and blue tonight, reflecting time's way out of sight.
Orange ships out all year through, one day a month to change the crew. No one knows just where we'll be, somewhere out on the cold North Sea.
10 days out, Marlborough, bound to you like the tugs on tow. Past the lights of the shore on the rock, stand by you through heaven's lock. Amethyst, Excalibur, Clipper, Beach and Hewitt Rock. Gaston spread out across the sea, Gal Hadley, man indeed.
Orange ships out all year through, one day a month to change the crew. No one knows just where we'll be, somewhere out on the cold North Sea.
I write to you now every day, but my letters can't get away. Launch the ballfires, fly those waves, words of love, please fly today. Tonight in shore we've got the phone, ringing in your empty home. Gaston spread out across the sea, Gal Hadley, man indeed.
Orange ships out all year through, one day a month to change the crew. No one knows just where we'll be, somewhere out on the cold North Sea.
Morning breaks, see you smile, feel you touch me for a while. Sharon, you are all of me, even out on the cold North Sea. Feel the warmth of the love that grows, bound to you like tugs on tow. Gaston spread out across the sea, Gal Hadley, man indeed.
Orange ships out all year through, one day a month to change the crew. No one knows just where we'll be, somewhere out on the cold North Sea.
Is it you, sweet, lovely Nancy? 10,000 times adieu. I am bound to cross the ocean to seek for something new. Come change your ring with me, love. Come change your ring with me, that it might be a token of true love. when I am on the sea. And now that I am on the sea, I know not where I am. Kind letters I would write to you from every foreign land. The secrets of my mind, fine girl, the best of all goodwill. So let your body be where it is, my heart will be with you still. There's a heavy storm arising, see how it gathers around, while we poor souls on the ocean wide are fighting for the crown. Our officer commands us, and it's him we must obey, expecting that any moment for to get washed away. There are tinkers, tailors and shoemakers lie snoring in their sleep, while we poor souls on the ocean wide are ploughing through the deep. There's no one to defend us, love, and keep us from the cold. On the ocean wide, where we must bide like jolly sailors all. And now the wars are over, there'll be peace on every shore, and we'll drink to our wives and our children and the girls that we all adore. We'll call for liquor merrily and spend our money free, and when our money is all gone, we'll boldly go to sea.
When I was a young man, I sailed with the rest on the Liverpool packet bound out for the west. We anchored the day in the harbour of Cork, then we put out to sea to the port of New York.
And it's roll, roll is roll, and Liverpool duties have got us in tow.
For 42 days we was hungry and sore, while the wind was against us and the waves they did roar. Off Battery Point we did anchor at last, with a jib and most two and our mates all held fast.
it's roll. Roll, boys, roll, and Liverpool Julies have got us in tow.
Them boarding house masters was on in a trice. They shouting and offering us all that was nice. And one fat old crimp took a fancy to me. Well, he says you're a fool lad to follow the sea.
And it's roll. Roll, boys, roll, and Liverpool Julies have got us in tow.
There's a job that's waiting for you, with the lashing of the liquor and nothing to do. He says, what you say, lad, what you jumper to? Well, I said, you old bleeder, I'm damned if I do.
And it's roll. Roll, boys, roll, and Liverpool Julies have got us in tow.
But the best of intentions, they never goes far. After 42 days at the door of the bar, I tossed back me liquor, and what do you think? Well, the rotten old bleeder put drugs in me drink.
And it's roll. Roll, boys, roll, and Liverpool Julies have got us in tow.
The next I remembers I walk in the morn on the three skies old yard about south round the Horn, with an old suit of oilskins and two pair of socks, and an iron nail to the lid of me box.
And it's roll. Roll, boys, roll, and Liverpool Julies have got us in tow.
Come all you young seamen, wherever you be, keep an eye on your drinks when the liquor is free, and pay no attention to runner or whore. Keep your hat on your head and your feet on the shore.
And it's roll. Roll, boys, roll, and Liverpool Julies have got us in tow.
Gibraltar, 1805. Dear Mother, the Padre here been kind enough to write for me. Some news travel fast, he says, so have you heard of our victory? I'm afraid the bull centre and our surgeon are taking my leg. But I'm lovely, I'm doing all right, and I'm getting over it. Palou, he come ashore to see us, and he say we'll be coming home soon in a transport. I dare say that's the last I'll see of the Conqueror, but she was a rum old boat. I had to tell you I was
I saw a
frightened.
couple of ants today in orange overalls on the great big object that holds us. We roll around it in erratic moves, but never go too far away. Sometimes it looms over us, still some distance away, although belching plumes of water underneath, and occasionally larger discharges of water mixed with mud.
Diary
Earlier
entry,
today, a
South
helicopter
Pacific,
landed on
Wednesday the
the
14th of March, 1945. Dived at 0745 in sight of land. Also a couple of schooners and a small coaster. Surfaced at 0950, gun action with coaster, 29 rounds fired. She was chock-a-block with Japanese soldiers. Captured 2 prisoners, sighted a fair-sized merchant ship and started the attack, but waited for them to anchor. Eventually
I
fired
had to
5
tell you
fish
I
at
was frightened.
1845.
That was a cold gorge risen fear, I felt. I shan't never forget it. But you can't live with the dead, can you? I long to see you again, and the girls and the autumn leaves round the churchyard. I'm not sure how I'll get back to Norfolk, and how I'll get back to the farm with only one leg. Old Pincher Martin, he say, the transport, that might take us straight to Yarmouth. Do you reckon the Gurneys will let me work again? I hope so, otherwise I'm bound for Gressenhall. Well, they say the sea don't change, you can't change the sea, but men do. I'm getting by, so love to all on you, William.
It was on the 4th of December in the year of 72. As a junior seaman I joined me ship, Glamorgan was one of her crew. And while in Gus we sailors must for the Mediterranean sail. Cold war we'll fight, giving all our might to the men, boys we'll sail away.
2-6 heaving away, 2-6 heaving away. We want to be in the Queen's Navy, to the men, boys we'll sail away.
Ganges boys had to climb that mast, and we learned to sail in the whalers. On the quarterdeck, great letters read, fear God and honour our leaders. Tradition runs in the modern fleet like Nelson's navy before us. Frigate haul on a Ford or a light jack stay, to the men, boys we'll sail away.
2-6 heaving away, 2-6 heaving away. We want to be in the Queen's Navy, to the men, boys we'll sail away.
Until then let our dreams unfurl, and we leave Plymouth Sound in the morning. On foreign shores with meet with whores, a sailor's life just dawning. Youth in a whirl will travel the world, be veteran Cold War sailors. As the Cold War rage, the fights for stage, and the men, boys we'll sail away.
2-6 heaving away, 2-6 heaving away. We want to be in the Queen's Navy, to the men, boys we'll sail away.
When the fleet sailed south I was watching, in the spring now of 82. Critical a conflict dawning, now a civvy with a different view. Bootnecks they played heart of oak, the flags they were a-waving. Watched them sail me up, O's go to the South Atlantic away.
2-6 heaving away, 2-6 heaving away. We want to be in the Queen's Navy, to the South Atlantic away.
Laying in bed I was dreaming and wishing that I was there. On June the 12th, way on down South Glamorgan, she was there. At me station a missile struck.
Could not believe those headlines.
The ship sailed on, but 13 gone in the South Atlantic away.
2-6 heaving away, 2-6 heaving away. We want to be in the Queen's Navy, to the South Atlantic away.
Many years on filling I belong, Civvy Street no longer a stranger. And I often wonder how our fair swapping drudgery for that of danger. But I served me time left in 82, in the lottery of life was a victor. Still here today when me children play, at home I shall be lay.
2-6 heaving away, 2-6 heaving away. I've served me time in the Queen's Navy, at home I shall be lay. 2-6 heaving away, 2-6 heaving away. I served me time in the Queen's Navy, at home I shall be lay.
How much is it now?
£3.90.
There you go. Cheers, Tom. Every morning at 8:25, down to the Reedham State I ride. Park my cycle underneath the tree, bob along gangplank, then I'm free. Free say you, how can that be? When we finish up on the opposite key, doubting Tom I shall explain. When I got aboard I'm gonna dream again. Oh Mr. Ferryman, where are we going? Where are we going to be? Don't go straight, turn left down the river and out to the open sea. From all comes left and down, past the pier we'll go. Row with Mary on the Reedham Ferry, if we run out of French we'll row, row, row. Monday Java, Tuesday Spain, Wednesday Tokyo, back again. Only trouble is there isn't any chance. What do you want for 20 pence? Offer me raincoat and me woolly vest. See the naked ladies on my chest. Today's Friday, hold on tight. Off to Trinidad, back tonight. Oh, Mr. Ferryman, where are we going? Where are we going to be? Don't go straight, turn left down the river, out to the open sea. Throw aboard a compass, left and down, past the pier we'll go. Row with Mary on the Reedham Ferry, run out of French we'll row, row, row. Sometimes I get up late, only leave the jetty at 8:30. But that don't ruin the worldwide trip. The 837 is a battleship, sailing proudly, guns aim high. All five dancing seagulls cry every time the air still roars the waves. Armchair sailors must be brave. Oh, Mrs. Ferryman, where are we going? Where are we going to be? Don't go straight, turn left down the river, out to the open sea. Throw aboard compass, left and down, past the pier we'll go. Row with Mary on the Reedham Ferry, if we run out of French we'll row, row, row. There's a girl in the port, as long as you pay. Armchair sailors must away. This one now's been cast ashore. Blood in the veins where the sea once poured, and the boat's in the gun and it's rotting away. Dreamboat now full of chickens and hay. Reedham Ferry, if she sails the seas. Like chains in the morning breeze. Oh, Miss Ferryman, where are we going? Where are we going to be? Don't go straight, turn left down the river, out to the open sea. From our compass, left and down, past the pier we'll go. Row with Mary on the Reedham Ferry, if we run out of French we'll row, row, row. Row with Mary on the Reedham Ferry, if we run out of French we'll row, row, row. Row with Mary on the Reedham Ferry, if we run out of French we'll row.
Well, me and Albert used to fish regular for eels on the Breydon Water, and ever since the war. That's the First World War, the Great War, that I'm talking about here. But that night, we both shook as much as when we did when any artillery barrage what we faced in the war, what that would have done to us.
They both came home in a right state that night and forgot to bring home that catch.
Well, I don't think anyone would remember much else after what we saw that night, would they, Bert?
Whoa, you would have had to be deaf, dumb and blind not to.
And old Bert shouts to me, listen, Dal, stop rowing. Can you hear what I can? Well, I turn around, fasten the bows in the direction of Caster, if you know where that is, and I can make out this roaring sound. And then I hear this, I hear they singing. That wasn't sombre voices of mine, but they were raised in an exaltation as if they were in a church or something. Rejoicing. And there's this shouting. Well, there must have been 1,000 voices or more. And me and Bert remember our army days and thinking about that, and that didn't even come close. Just then I catches a crab. Do you know what that mean? That mean when your oars miss and you go falling backwards. I fall backwards. I stumble back in a panic, grabbing old Bert.
We only stopped going in the water by the skin of our teeth.
We were standing in the butt at 45 angle degrees, and then when we steady ourselves up, both of us are nearly run down by this ship. And before you could whistle, we're in amongst this whole fleet of old sailing ships. And when I says old, I mean old. Their sails, they were a-bellying in the wind, but there was no wind. They were moving so fast, and I saw hundreds of men.
I remember they all
on
had
the sails
bright
of them,
lanterns.
there were these huge emblems that they looked more like the sun or something. And we were being tossed about like a cork in that boat. And I went down 2 or 3 times. I went flat down on the knuckle buns of my arse. And Bert and I, we watched these boats. We were fearing for our very lives. That was a fear I hadn't had for over 10 years, since when me and Bert were at the front in the war, like I was telling you about. We watched them. They come swiftly past, and they moved off in the direction of Barra Castle. I looked at Bert. I see he's a shaking all over. I've lost both oars in the drink, and we've lost sight of our dam buoy marking our nets. Well, I mean, we didn't care so much about that, as we were both convinced, at the time, we were going to be killed out there that night. You know, boy, history, that's not a solid thing. That's not black or white. A tune, once that's written down, that's only like a photograph by the person who heard it. An ink on paper, well, that's only that, isn't it? That ain't got no soul. If I heard a tune, I'd carry it in my head for a while, and that'd change. Now, the sea may not change, that's true, but the face on it does. But only the face. And that's the nature of folk. You could take the outcome of a battle in a war. Well, that's only the story told by the victorious. And closer to home, any story was told about the family food, well, that'll be retold and that'll be changed in the telling. The children, they have to read between the lines, no matter how unpleasant that may be. And there's always more than one side, boy, to any story.
Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your thoughts I will proclaim. Your doctrines I must blame, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I must blame, you shall hear. What is right and what is wrong? By the law, what is right and what is wrong? By the law. What is right and what is wrong? Short or and a long, a weak arm and a strong, for to draw. A weak arm and a strong, for to draw. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your thoughts I will proclaim. Your doctrines I must blame, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I must blame, you shall hear. What makes heroic strife? Famed afar, famed afar. What makes heroic strife? Famed afar. What makes heroic strife? To end the assassin's knife, or hunt a parent's life with a war, bloody war. Or hunt a parent's life, bloody war. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your thoughts I will proclaim. Your doctrines I must blame, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I must blame, you shall hear. Let your schemes alone in the state, in the state. Then let your schemes alone in the state. Then let your schemes alone, adore the rising sun, and leave a man undone to his fate, to his fate, and leave a man undone to his fate. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your thoughts I will proclaim. Your doctrines I must blame, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I must blame, you shall hear. You shall hear, you shall hear, you shall hear.
Yeah, my grandfather, he was a great fellow. He was on the Greenland whalers, you know, and he taught me these tunes when he was home on leave, you know. And I was just a wee boy at the time, but he said most of the tunes he picked up in New England, in Nova Scotia, and he told me to play some of them. And Julia Clifford, you know, she taught Chris Morley the Kerry polkas, which she showed to me.
116. Or was it 117? Next to Bessie's. I hardly ever saw each other. Ah, maybe you're right. She did drink and stink of fish.
As I looked on the valleys down below, they were green as far as I could see. As my memory returned, how my heart did yearn for you and the days that used to be. High on a mountain, winds blowing free, thinking of the days that used to be. High on a mountain, standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life have flown. I wonder if they ever think of me, or if time blotted out my memory. As I listen to the trees blowing in the breeze, I'll always cherish what they meant to me. High on a mountain, winds blowing free, thinking of the days that used to be. High on a mountain, standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life have flown.
Get hold of this piece of yarn, boy. Go on. Give it a good old tug. Break it. Go on. There, easy. Now, let me lay up a few together. Now you try to break it. See? You can't break 'em, can you? Family, that is. A rope's only as strong if it's laid up right. If it's not, that will part as sure as the ebb and flow of the tide. Each strand hold the others firm together, and if you splice 'em up well, you'll never break 'em. The foreshore, that's full of old junk. Bits of parted hemp, jetsam, but they're all still there, waiting to be laid up together again.
Going to leave her, I'm going away. Going to leave her, I'm leaving today. Going to leave her, I'm going away. I'm leaving my home, yes, I'm leaving today. Once I was married, or once I was wed. Had me a wife and I made us a bed. Made us some tables and I made us some chairs. When I made her that kitchen, oh, the marriage was dead. I'm going to leave her, I'm going away. I'm going to leave her, I'm leaving today. Going to leave her, I'm going away. I'm leaving my home, yes, I'm leaving today. I gave her the house, sent her my pay. She gave me 2 children, but them took them away. I love my daughter, oh, I love my son. Love and support them however I can. I'm going to leave her, I'm going away. I'm going to leave her, I'm leaving today. Going to leave her, I'm going away. I'm leaving my home, yes, I'm leaving today.
I was listening to that.